I have 8 brothers and sisters, so my mom was not one to help us with our science projects. And I just thought science was boring. Little did I know it would end up being my favorite, one of my very favorite things ever. But at the time I thought science was boring, and so when my teacher said we could do an invention and that counted as a science project, that was where I wanted to be. So I was trying to figure out an invention, and what stuck out to me after days of kind of seeking out the thing that was missing is I noticed that a lot of my friends' moms didn't feel comfortable with their makeup. And I feel like as a 5th grader, you don't hear a lot about parents not knowing stuff. So it did stick out to me a little bit that they seemed like they kind of complained about makeup. Some of them seemed like they wore it. Some of them didn't seem like they wore it. They all had it. If you're in their bathroom, you saw it. So I thought, this is weird that nobody's made this easy or fun. And so I figured it's just taking them too long. It's too complicated. So I made this clay mask that form-fitted to your face. You put the makeup on it at night. In the morning, you just slap it on, and voila. Which it didn't really work, but I figured it would afford you sleeping in, looking pretty, everything you want. And so from then on, I kind of decided that was my mission, that I was going to make makeup more fun and easy, and that was my idea. So after years and years, I never did it, but I did do makeup. Everyone who's ever pretty much met me from then on knows that I was basically obsessed with makeup. And I wouldn't even wear it half the time. I would just do it on everyone else. And that's probably still the case. So fast forward, I finally was able to start a blog, and I really had no idea how to start a makeup company, but I just decided to start a blog and see how that went. And one thing led to another, and I was able to I was a single mom, and I was able to grow and start this company that I'd been wanting to do, that I really felt like was filling a hole in the industry, which was making it easy, making people love their face and not just love covering it up with makeup, and just showing people that it's not, this whole glam world is not just for glamazons or just for people that love that stuff. Everyone feels, everyone has so much beauty in their face, and everyone should bring it out, and everyone loves to feel like that, but a lot of people just don't either think that's attainable or just don't want to put so much pain and effort into it. So I wanted to really make it attainable for everyone. So we'd been doing that for a couple of years, and it was going fantastic. And we felt like it was time to kind of take the next step, whether that was get into stores or what we were going to do to kind of move up, and get this thing to more people. And we were talking to some big stores that I'd always been kind of like starstruck to want to get into. And I was just so excited in the beginning, and then the more we worked towards it, the less excited I was. The more I was kind of starting to feel like, oh, is this like, it's like a babysitter you're maybe not feeling so comfortable about. Not that I thought that they were amazing, but I just thought maybe they didn't understand this baby, maybe they wouldn't take good care of it. I just didn't feel like I knew that they would. And so I started kind of slowing down that process of going retail. And all along the way, because of the nature of the product, because of the nature of the company that's just so based on helping people feel beautiful and just making these small tweaks that change everything, it just seemed like such a good fit for a direct sales type company. And so people would bring that up here and there, and I was so negative about it. I just thought MLMs were the worst thing in the world, and I just thought, you only do that when you don't have a good product and you just want to make it still sell. And I don't know why I had such a negative perspective. I think it's one of those things where a few bad apples kind of make everyone see it a certain way, but for me, that's how I saw it. And I would never turn my company into something that I didn't fully 100 billion% believe in. To the point that even my sister and I once got in an argument about it, because she was like, this is perfect for this. This is what this kind of program is made for. And I was like, absolutely not. No, I'm never doing that. So, as I'm kind of trying to find out what we're doing for our next steps, I start to notice and be told about people sharing the product like impromptu, having their own little mascara parties and sharing it with all their friends and having to color match all their friends. And they're just doing it out of the goodness of their heart because they want to help the people that they love feel beautiful, which I thought was amazing. But I also thought, well, yeah, but you're helping this company, so we should pay you. I mean, we need to pay these people that are promoting this product. And so that's kind of when the crack of the door opened. And the more I kind of, okay, so we're going to do this. Is it too loud, my air vent? Sorry, can you hear me better now? Let me turn it down. Okay, so I thought, okay, so we're going to do this. So let's, but I'm not going to do all that like upline and all that dumb stuff. So then it was like, okay, well, how are you going to train people? And how are you going to pay people that are going to train others? And how are you going to know if they're a good trainer? Okay, good. I guess if they sign people up and those people are successful, then we'll know that they were helping them and that they're a good trainer. So slowly but surely, I started realizing, oh my gosh, all of these elements of this type of company are actually a miracle. They're amazing because they're completely based on someone's willingness to work. They're completely based on someone's desire to grow. And it's not like any other company where you just start off and you wait for all the people above you to either leave or retire. You just start off and you do exactly what it is that you want to do. And no one has to give you a chance. No one has to hire you. You hire yourself. You give yourself a chance. And then you prove you take whatever it is that you want, whether it's, doing this really, really part-time on your own schedule, on your own time, or making it a huge part of your life. The other thing that I loved was the ability. The whole reason that I had started the blog was because I wanted to start this company, but I wanted to be able to do it without having to leave my kids at home and to be able to be with my kids. And this opportunity led to the idea that everyone would be able to do that. And anyone that signed up could fit this around their schedule, whether they had kids or another career that they wanted. And the more I realized that, the more I thought, oh my gosh, is this actually genius? So I was finally open to it, and I went to this big meeting, and in the meeting was all these, because I didn't know how to do all the comp plan and all of that stuff. I needed a lot of help. So in this meeting were all of these, just direct sales, MLM diehards. And I just was thinking I was going to have to kind of temper their excitement for the whole thing. And so I kind of come in, and it's really like this boardroom full of people, guys that have been doing this for seemed like 100 years. And I come in, and I had kind of a chip on my shoulder because I had, still kind of that negative thing in the back of my mind of things that I did not like about it. And there were certainly things that I did not like about the way that some of these companies were run. So I came in and I said, okay, so I'm open to this, but I'll tell you what I don't want. And I'll just give you some of my things that I was really strong about. I said, I don't want the product to be so expensive that you can only afford it if you sign up. That kind of drove me crazy, that these companies would make it so you had to sign up even to use the product. I said, I don't want the only customers to be the employees. That doesn't even make any sense. Of course, you want the people selling it to love it, but the vast majority of the customers should be customers so that the people selling it are making money, because I want this to be a real job. And one of the other things that I was really strong about is I don't want to tell people that they can have success and they can have all this money and it's going to get rich quick. I want people to know it is a job. I don't think that's a dirty word. I don't think a career or a job or any of those words are dirty words. If someone tells you you can get paid for doing nothing, I don't know if I would even want that, but I wouldn't believe them. So I said, the other thing that I was really strong about is I don't want our kit to just be useless to them and now they have to invest in a bunch of products. I want them to have a kit that really gets them started in the business. On the other hand, I don't want it to be a huge investment because I don't want to put anyone in a bad financial place because they're taking a chance on an opportunity for themselves. I want it to be something that people can afford. And then I want it to be able to give them all the tools they need to do an amazing job and to have this all kind of set out before them. So I said all those things and they were kind of pushed back a little bit on, I think you could charge a lot more. And I was like, I know I could charge a lot more, but this is really a product I want everyone to have. And they said, bottom line, it's your company. You can do it however you want. I think it'll work. I think it's fine. And I was just kind of like shocked. I guess I know it's my company, but I thought if I get in this world, there's going to be all these rules and that's why people do it. You got to follow them. And to realize, so we really could just take what we like and leave what we don't like. We really can just have our cake and eat it too. And they said, yeah. So that was really, really the time when I really changed my mind and thought, okay, we can do this. This is really amazing. And even then, I could never have known how amazing it would be. I remember the first night that we made the change, or we opened up the opportunity, was the one and only time I thought, what have I done? Maybe I shouldn't have done this, because it was so exciting but so overwhelming, and just realizing that we were going from this space where we were really helping people feel more beautiful and confident and really blessing their life in that way, and we were moving to this space where we had the opportunity to bless people's lives in a whole new way, in their, putting food on their table, helping them put food on their own table, helping them have a completely different lifestyle, helping them just really change their life. It felt like a huge responsibility, but and at the time I thought, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can handle this. And what was so amazing is, like I said, that was the only time I ever felt that, because by the next day, the group and the women that had signed up, and this has just multiplied and multiplied, was such an uplifting, happy, positive, generous, amazing group of women. And I never had to do it on my own, and I never could have, because the wealth of knowledge and experience and just humor and intelligence has just buoyed up this entire company and made it what it is today, which is just an amazing group.